I don't know if you know what we do at this time on a daily basis, but just because you're here doesn't mean that we're not going to do it.
Nincompoop in the news.
Well, he said it. Now the music has to happen.
Nincompoops in the news.
It's time for Nincompoops in the news, an opportunity for us to identify the ne'er-do-wells, the jerks, the idiots, the complete morons, dare I say the nincompoops, that make their way up to the surface of the news, and we deliver on that promise on a daily basis. It's Ken Weaver, it's Chris Webber, it's Matt Murphy, and it's Cameron Smith, who is currently looking for a nincompoop.
Mm-hmm. It's not hard.
No, it's
just
not.
Just type in Florida.
Type in Florida, Florida Gator, Florida something, you type in Florida and you'll get to yourself a nincompoop. And I'll tell you what, I think Ken Weaver should get to go first today. I don't know why. Huh. Maybe because Chris Webber's mic was on. Well, did you get one? He got one on first try when he typed in Florida.
Well, I actually got one from Delaware.
All right. Oh, is this about Joe Biden?
Well, I'm not going to give it away right now.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Naked man arrested after causing chaos in Ellendale restaurant. Patrons at an Ellendale restaurant got more than what they ordered Tuesday night after a man was arrested for running through the establishment naked and allegedly trying to attack people when they refused to give him any food. According to the arrest warrant, Delaware State Police were called to the restaurant for reports of a naked man inside trying to stab patrons after he would try to eat their food. One person said he's not clothed. Like, okay.
That's an interesting way to put it.
They identify the suspect as William H. Hicks Jr. Police had to deploy their taser to get him into custody because he was ignoring their commands to stop. Several witnesses interviewed by police said they described a scene of chaos. One witness claims Hicks struck him in the face. Another says he kept going up to multiple tables trying to eat their food. And again, he didn't have any clothes on.
No clothes.
Oh, my.
Disrobed.
After he was arrested, Hicks was taken to a local hospital where court documents state he told nurses he didn't know how he got to the restaurant or why he was naked.
Oh, boy.
Only that he had smoked some pot. Hicks is facing a slew of charges, including multiple counts of indecent exposure. And contrary to reports from the scene, there was no one there named Corn Pop, and nobody said, "How about if I take you out back, Jack?"
I got people on the super text line saying, "So it was Joe."
If it would have been an ice cream parlor, it would have definitely been.
Or, hanging out by the pool. According to the Secret Service, that's Joe's MO.
Hey, that's a good thing Corn Pop wasn't there.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Hanging out.
That is, hanging out at the pool. You gonna eat? You gonna eat that? That's a good looking sausage.
Give me that biscuit.
Oh my goodness.
You want to see some biscuits? Cameron, you want to go next?
Yeah, I will go because all I did was search Florida man. And I clicked on the first thing that popped up.
And this is what we got.
First of all, I was laughing uncontrollably because this mugshot of this guy is just hilarious.
That's good stuff.
It's rough. A Florida man is expected to be arraigned on 2 felony counts of attempted murder Tuesday after he allegedly shot and injured 2 men he thought were, quote, Palestinian. Officer Christopher Bress, a spokesman for the Miami Beach Police Department, told CNN the victims were tourists from Israel. Mordecai Brofman, 27, was arrested in Miami Beach, Florida, late Saturday after allegedly firing 17 times into the victim's car, injuring both the driver and passenger. They didn't pass away, thankfully. It should be noted, this is the police affidavit, that while in custody in our interview room, the defendant spontaneously stated that while he was driving his truck, he saw 2 Palestinians and shot and killed both.
Goodness.
And it's a real person.
Yeah.
I mean, to say
they live and breathe among us.
What in the world?
I don't
to
know.
Just say, oh, I'm just driving along. Oh, I see 2 people. I'm just going to assume that you're Palestinian, and I'm going to try to kill you. So that actually happened, and that was the first thing that came out. So talk about a nincompoop. I mean, that dude.
Yeah. Wow. That's a dangerous nincompoop right there.
I'm going to let Chris Webber go last because he seems to be chomping at the bit.
It's probably good.
And or champing at the bit, as they say. Mine comes from Longwood, the Bronx. A 15-year-old boy was accused of trying to take a subway train for a joyride in the Bronx early Tuesday morning, according to the New York City Police Department. It happened near East 160th Street and Prospect Avenue in Longwood about 4:45 in the morning. The teenager allegedly got into the cabin of the number 2 train and attempted to operate that train at Prospect Avenue at the subway station. The teenager was previously arrested in connection with an R train theft, so he'd done this before. In Brooklyn in late January. A group of 6 suspects were accused of driving that train a short distance and breaking windows, according to police. The teenager facing similar charges in both incidents. The teenager was asked about the incident and told the arresting officers that he thought that he could get away with it. Apparently, nobody told the kid that subways go in one direction on tracks, and the cops know exactly where you're going to be down the line. And so that's where they found him, and that's where they arrested him and charged him with reckless endangerment, criminal impersonation, and criminal trespass.
Goodness.
My goodness. Wow. He's a nincompoop, by the way.
Yep.
Double nincompoop. Mr. Weber.
Well, my story is kind of a casting call for Nincompoops. And I'm just disappointed that I was not aware of this. I'm going to see if you guys were. But apparently on the HBO network, they have a show entitled It's Florida, Man.
I did not know that.
I've never heard of this until I saw this story.
It's Florida,
Man. Yeah. Well, apparently it is returning for its 2nd season, and the producers of said show are inviting residents to submit stories for consideration. According to one of the producers, for season 2, we are opening up the show to submissions from all Floridians. We're looking for stories of all kinds, epic adventures, stranger-than-fiction tales, and dramas with surprising twists and turns. Show's director says, quote, "The first thing I look for in these stories is a hero. That's what our show is about to me. Unlikely heroes. Great characters who live big and take the road less traveled."
Oh, come on.
To me, Florida is almost a mythical place, filled with cowboys, outlaws, rebels, and adventurers. These people could be your neighbor, your uncle, or someone you pass on the street without realizing the incredible story they carry.
All naked.
Oh, you realize it because
all of them naked.
They're driving their lawnmower.
Right.
That's the
Naked.
giveaway.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll be in the news the next day. That's how you'll find out about it. But a New York Times television critic described the show this way, saying, quote, "It uses familiar comedic actors in cheeky reenactments of real events, but the events are all personal sagas. They are obscure and strange, sometimes disturbing, and sometimes enchanting. All very Florida."
I would have more respect for this guy if he just admitted it. Like, look, the first thing we're looking for is nudity.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nudity.
Yep.
Show me your freak show.
And if there's reptiles involved, that's a bonus.
If you're under the influence,
oh, come
points
on.
for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got a monkey or an alligator, we're all in. Let's go.
I want the guy that says, "I got into the bad meth." That guy. That one.
Right. A little bad batch.
The bad batch. Not the good meth. The bad meth.
Yeah. So if you're a Floridian out there and you've got a story, you can submit your story at itsfloridaman.com.
There you go.
Floridaman.com.
You should submit your story that you found first to search.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, it's not hard to find them. America's Dongle, Florida. And there you go. That's how we play Nincompoops in the News. It's a dongle, like a...
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? D-O-N-G. Dongle. That's how we play Nincompoops in the News.